Hello everybody, it's Minecraft Guy 105 here, and today I'm going to be doing redstone lessons. As you can see, there's the redstone tab there. So, guess this will be like a series of redstone things, but this episode is part 1, and this episode is pretty much for complete noobs. Or if you're new to Minecraft, or you've never used redstone before, or you've never heard about redstone, something like that, or just for your entertainment, I don't know. Anyway, so we're going to be going over the very, very basics, pretty much just what redstone is, and how to use it and stuff. In the next episode, we'll go over some pretty easy things, and we'll move on to advanced later. Pretty advanced, like maybe command block things. But if you are completely new to redstone, you will not know what a command block is, probably. So anyway, let's start off with these. I'll just show you what they look like and everything. And that's probably it for now. So here are the basic things. Switch. If you right click it, it turns on and off. Button, I forgot the wooden button. Exactly same, but there's one difference that I'll explain later, if I remember. 2 pressure plates, they have differences. I'll tell you about those later. A redstone block, and a torch. These are the very, very basic things, and now let's move on to redstone. So you need to know what these things are to know how to use redstone. So if you right click with your mouse button on the switch, it does that, turns it on and off. Same thing with the buttons. Pressure plates, you walk over them, and these other two are just the same. So here's redstone. Ta-da! Anyway, you can place redstone and it'll attach together. There, I just had to do that. Okay. And you can also have redstone go these ways too. Like that. So, I'm just going to use this switch, but I'll show you all of them. If I turn this switch on, you'll notice that this turns a certain color and particles come out. And you can see that as it goes down the line, it gets kind of darker. And down here, it's completely off. Because, hold on, yeah, redstone can only travel 15 blocks. I was just checking that to make sure. So these are 15 blocks, and this one's the 16th one. You can see it's not powered. So it's the same with all of these things. I'm going to break these because we don't need them right now. So I will show you also the buttons. If you push this, it turns on, but it turns off. It doesn't stay on. And if you do this one, it turns on, goes off. Same distance, everything. Pressure plates, the same. Except when you walk on it, it turns it on. Now these are different. If you place a block of redstone, it stays on, and there's no way to turn this on or off. There's a way to move it, but I'll show you that later. And redstone torch, there is a way to turn this off, but I'm not going to be doing that at the moment. So that's all the basic stuff there. Now let's move on to some of these other blocks, like these. So I'll just get these out. I'll save this one for the end, actually. No, I'll just do it now. And I'll get a door. I'll do the other ones in a second. So, actually, we should probably get a button. Torch. That's good. So, dispenser. looks like this. If you place redstone, or if you put a power source here, like how I did there, it'll play a clicking sound like that. Now nothing happens because there's nothing in it. How you put something in it is you right click it and you get some blocks and put them in there, and now when you put it down, it drops the item for you. Note blocks, when you put a torch or something next to it, it plays that sound, and you can also right click it to make it go up. If you punch it, it'll play that note, but it won't change. But if you right click it, you can make it go up. And if you do that, obviously it still plays the note. So now these are some of my favorites. I'll show them in a second, actually. Well, yeah, this works actually. So I'll show you what the lamp does in a second, if you haven't already guessed what it does. So the sticky piston, it actually pushes or moves blocks, and when you break it, it pulls it back. But the regular piston only pushes it and doesn't pull it back. Can I do this? Yes, I can. So trapdoors, you can open and close them. Same thing with fence gates. Redstone lamps, you can see it's dark outside, but when I do this, it's bright for a little bit. Now TNT, obviously, it does this. Yay. So that's good for clearing out land or something like that. So now I will get this again. I'll show what this does. And this. And these. And I'll have to get this and this out again. So back to the dispenser for a second. If you put, I'll actually get some of these out too. Oh, there. Where is something else? So you saw when I did this and had something in there, it drops it. But if I put something like a splash potion, villager, or TNT, which I'll show, it does this. It spawns a villager, it throws the potion, and it lights the TNT. Now let's just say you want to have a TNT dispenser or something like that, but you don't want it to blow up. That's what the dropper is for. You put the TNT in, and it drops it to you, as you just saw. Also, I'm not going to get in too much on this, but if I get a piece of armor, like boots, as you can see, I have no armor on, but when I push, oops, didn't mean to do that actually. You have to stand up to it, and when I do this, it's still, oh, sorry. You have to use a dispenser. But anyway, so now when I do this, it actually puts the armor on for me. So yeah, that's pretty cool. The doors look like this. You can open and close them both. But this one, you can right click it to open. The other you can't. So, repeater. Anyway. So back to pretty basic redstone over here. So you can see that it runs out here. So let's just say that we want to have a lamp like way over here or something, you know. Well, you can see that the switch is on, but the light doesn't light out because it runs out here. You can fix this by putting a repeater there. Then you can see it runs all the way down. Now, this is going to run out again, as you see there. But if you put a repeater down, it does again. So you can have redstone go as far as you want, pretty much. Also, I will show you this. If you put a bunch of these down and right-click them, it does this. Now I'll show you what the difference is here. So, watch both lines. You notice that the left one turns on faster, the right one turns on slower because of all the repeaters that I right clicked. And if I set it to night, you can see that that one turns on slower. So that's what a repeater is. Here is also something. This is part of Redstone, but it's not in there. I will also get this one. So if you do this and try to ride on the rails, you don't really move that fast, and you have to push a button to do it. Well, you can fix this problem by putting a torch there, and you'll see it changes lighter red, and if you push W and let go, it just moves you. So it's a power rail, it speeds it up. Also, you can have okay, wait a second. There we go. So now you can see that the tracks switch back and forth with the switch. You can also have this coming from somewhere and switching back and forth. So that's rails. There's not really much left to show you in here that's, I guess, not too advanced. Besides this, the trapped chest. There's normal and trapped. They do have a small difference if you like in the texture. This one has like a brownish thing on the outside, and this one has a little bit of red. So what the trapped chest does, I'm not going to go too much into this either, but when you open it, here, the block is there. When I open it, you can see that that moved. So yeah, when you open the chest, it does something. The comparator, everything that's left here is a little bit more complicated, and I will save it for the next episode. There's one more block that I'm going to show, but not tell you how to use it because it's more advanced. And it's not in here. You have to push T on your keyboard and type in /give, then your name, your player name there, and then type in 137, and this will give you a command block. So when you right click it, you can type in a command, but I'm not going to show any more of this because it can get a little confusing sometimes. So I'll save that for another episode. And this one's pretty much over, so I hope if you are new to this, then yeah. Oh, I forgot to show, this isn't the only way to turn the torch off, but that's what it looks like to turn the torch off. Anyway, oh, hold on, one more thing. If you get a fishing rod or a bow, if you fish the pressure plate, I'll show you here. If you do this, it turns on. Also, if you drop an item on it, it turns on. But the stone one, if you drop an item on it, it doesn't turn it on. And if you do this, it doesn't turn on. You can also shoot a bow, an arrow on that, and it turns on. Same thing with the wood. Oops. Nah. There. Same thing with the wooden button. If I shoot it, you can see it turns on, and it'll stay on until the arrow goes away. I don't think you can fish wooden buttons. Nope. But anyway, that's pretty much it for this episode. I will show you more next time with the dispenser. I keep forgetting everything. You can also put water or lava buckets in it. and if I just put a lava bucket in and put it there, it puts lava there, and if I do it again, it takes it away. But if you put in a dropper, it'll give you it, but water, same thing. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I hope this was helpful for people who don't know what redstone is. And now that you know this and maybe messed around with some of the redstone a little bit, you can go to the next episode when I make it, and you can learn some more. So I hope this was helpful, and I will see you next time.